Let us discuss about etiology of acute pancreatitis. Etiology of acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis. The etiology is gallstones. When there is gallstone, we will see acute pancreatitis. Second one is alcohol. Third one is blunt trauma. Fourth one is ERCP. Fifth one is hyperparathyroidism. Hypercalcemia, hyperglycemia, hypertriglyceridemia, cancer of pancreas, others like viral infections, include mumps, cytomegalovirus infections, Coxsackie infections, echovirus infections. Okay. Then there are certain drugs which cause acute pancreatitis. These drugs can be divided into absolute causes and probable causes. Absolute or definite causes. Okay. There are certain drugs which cause acute pancreatitis. These are divided into definite causes and probable causes. Under definite causes, we have 6-mercaptopurine, azathioprine, deoxycytosine, cytarabine, amino-salicylic acid, tetracyclines, pentamidine, estrogen, thiazide, valproate, furosemide, metronidazole. These are all definite causes. And the relative causes include L-asparaginase, acetaminophen. These are the probable causes. Okay. Let us discuss about clinical features of acute pancreatitis. clinical features of acute pancreatitis. The first symptom is there will be pain in the epigastrium. Pain in the epigastrium. This pain will be radiated to left side of the back. This pain will be radiated to left side of back, and this pain will be partially relieved by sitting and bending forward. Partially relieved by sitting and bending forward. Bending forward. And the second symptom is paralytic ileus. Paralytic ileus. Due to this paralytic ileus, there will be nausea, vomiting. Okay. And on X-ray abdomen, you will see gasless abdomen. This will be manifested as ground glass appearance. And we will also see sentinel loop, and colon cut-off sign also seen. Colon cut-off sign. Okay, and there other symptoms include left-sided pleural effusion. Left-sided pleural effusion. And hemorrhagic pancreatitis is also seen. In hemorrhagic pancreatitis, what we see is there are three important signs that we see in hemorrhagic pancreatitis. These include Coulin's sign. Coulin's sign is ecchymosis around umbilicus. Coulin's sign means ecchymosis. In Coulin's sign, what we see is ecchymosis around umbilicus. There is Gray-Turner's sign. This is ecchymosis around flanks. Gray-Turner's sign means ecchymosis around flanks. There is one more sign called Fox sign. Fox sign means ecchymosis around inguinal region. Ecchymosis around the inguinal region. Okay, these three signs are seen in hemorrhagic pancreatitis. Okay, then these are the important symptoms. Then move to diagnosis of acute pancreatitis. Diagnosis. The investigation of choice is contrast enhanced CT scan, CECT. and for CT the best time is after 3 days. Okay, for CT the best time is after 3 days. Okay, and the diagnosis mainly by clinical findings. Okay, and all the other investigations are mainly to confirm the diagnosis. The main diagnosis is done by clinical findings. Okay, and let's see the lab findings. Okay, the lab findings is we look for amylase, and this amylase is not specific for acute pancreatitis. It is not specific for acute pancreatitis because this can be seen in some other conditions also, and there is no correlation between the severity and the level of amylase. Okay, no relation between severity and level. Let's see what is the specific enzyme for acute pancreatitis. Lipase. It is more specific for acute pancreatitis. Acute pancreatitis. More specific. This is about the signs and symptoms, and as well as partly about diagnosis.